Is that me?
She said something.
Nerra Muhammad.
Wow. Okay. When you cheated on?
We are back again. This was an episode, I will say. But before we do that, we have to introduce. My name is Leise Winny, and I am the host of Millennials Anonymous, and I am here with Miss Nerra Muhammad.
Hello,
Hey,
hello.
she is the queen. You have to call her queen. That's. Maybe we should call you queen. Maybe that should be. There you go. We're on episode 5, and we got some drama. We got a little bit of seriousness. We came back full circle from like this very fun, lucky, atmosphere. We're back serious. What were your thoughts on this episode? And just recap it a little bit for people that maybe didn't see it.
So let me just start off with, this was an episode where we're continuing to see Molly evolve. It starts off really, really hot and steamy. Molly is doing her thing, and then she gets that text that's just like the scariest text that anyone could receive, which is about her mom being in the hospital. And so we see Molly really kind of take on this leadership role within her family because her dad is struggling. If you watch the show, you already know about her brothers, so we don't even have to talk about those guys. Molly.
Who's the oldest?
I don't think that she's the oldest. I think she's like in the middle. I know she has a little brother.
Okay, I thought so. I thought she was the middle child.
But
we'll talk about that in a minute.
She's still the most mature of all of them. But Molly, so she's typically very she's not very hands-on with her family. She's kind of like the career woman. And so this is a big shift for her. She starts to analyze all the things that she hasn't really done yet, that she knows that she wants her mother to be there for. And then we see Issa and Nathan kind of start to get a little chummy and comfortable together. We get a little bit of their relationship. Like there's this whole scene with the dog that was like kind of unnecessary, but it was there just to give us a feel for their relationship. I'm telling you. And then we see growth even in Molly and in Issa's relationship. We kind of see them finally coming full circle where they realize like, no, like you're my person. You know what I mean? Like they're each other's person, regardless of who's in their lives. They are each other's person. And then the end. The end.
Well,
you want to talk about the end?
That was a heart stopper. I wasn't. Now, when I tell you, I wasn't expecting to see them in a hospital because it was a little weird to see them in a hospital with the baby. But Lawrence and Condola are taking the baby. I'm assuming for an appointment. I hope. I don't know if the baby's sick or in.
It was like a routine appointment to me, right?
It did. It didn't look like the baby was sick.
Yeah.
And so Issa's in the hospital already. Like she was going to go get some food for her and Molly. And she just so happened to stumble upon her ex. Ex.
Not really.
And his baby mama. She sees him first. Then he makes eye contact with her. Now, in the end, it looks like she continues to walk, but it looks like in the trailer for the next one, she did turn around. Now, I don't know if this is because, sometimes she does those like where she's talking to the camera, or it's a dream. So I don't know if she's dreaming that she went back and talked to him or she actually went back.
I can't wait to see. I'm excited for next week.
I am too. What would you, if you were in that situation, would you have stopped? Would you have come back to say, hey?
I don't know. I probably would have cried. You know what I mean? Like maybe when I circled back, because I know I would have needed a moment. Because that I felt so bad. I'm not even seeing Lawrence, and I'm like, I'm feeling all the feels. So that says a lot. I mean, that hurt. It hurt. Oh my gosh, that hurt.
I told you they need to get. So I feel like let's go back. Well, we can go backwards a little bit. So with this part of the episode, I think that Issa is starting to realize that Nathan is not the one. We all knew that. Everybody else knew that Nathan.
I knew since she met him. But you think she's realizing that?
Mm-hmm. Because at the end, if you watch Wind Down Now, I missed it. I'm not gonna lie to you because, like you said, that part was unnecessary. With the dog, it was a little unnecessary. I was like, we don't really need this. I'm not understanding why the dog lost and what. I don't get it.
Yeah.
But she said I love you. He didn't say it back.
That's true.
I missed that. I completely missed that.
I did too. And I did watch the wind down, and I did miss that when I watched the show. This is why I should watch it twice.
Yes, I missed that. Because
Yeah,
I
me
hate
too.
him anyway. And I was like, I don't like him.
I know,
Because
that's so true.
maybe
It's like,
I'm crazy.
is it
'Cause
bad that I pay more attention to the scenes with her and Molly than her and Nathan?
I feel the same way. It's something about him, his well, like, I'm not going to personally not him, but his character that I just don't like. I just can't put my finger on it, but I just don't like the character.
I think it's his eyes for me.
Maybe it's the eyes. I don't know. he got them light skinned eyes. I don't know if it's his personality or if I feel like they're just such a Mitch. Like it's just not it's not a match.
Do not like who she is when she's around him. She becomes this like little girl who's so unsure of herself. Like it's
weird.
Embarrassing. It's borderline embarrassing.
Yeah.
It's like, why are you? He's not even that cool. You know, like he's not Drake.
Right. I think it is
like,
a mismatch between the two of them. It's just not a good fit. And so that's why I think I don't like them together. But like when that happened, I completely missed it. Because to me, I probably wouldn't have been like, oh, he didn't say he'd love you back. Like I probably wouldn't have gotten too upset about that. But I think in that moment for her, she knew he wasn't it. Like this is just not it.
When did she say it? When they were about
when
the
they were
fence,
sitting on the bench.
On the bench.
When they were on the bench.
And he told her that story about the whole dog thing and all that good stuff. Dang, I missed that.
And they just didn't. I heard her say it, but I think I wasn't all like, oh, he should have said it back, because you know she put her head on his shoulder, and they looked like they had a moment.
It just seemed like it was not that serious in the moment when I watched it. I didn't think that much of it, right? But that says a lot.
But I think when she saw Lawrence, I think that feeling came back. Because you know your person, when you see your person.
She felt that. First of all, she felt him here, and then she felt him there, and it dropped down her feet. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was one of the things where it's like, she felt it, every inch of her. Right. It was like hurt, fear, excitement. Like, you know what I mean? Like adrenaline, then to like a downer. It's like every single thing she could have felt.
Like a roller coaster.
Yes, she felt in that moment. Yep, I completely agree.
You wouldn't want to see your ex-baby like, I want to see what this baby look like.
You daggone right I would. Because that happened to me. But it turned out not to be his baby. I told him it wasn't going to be his.
I don't think Condola.
No, my situation was different. But
I'm saying I don't think Condola messing around, but wouldn't it be something?
That would be something, but I think she was all in with that dude at that time.
Okay.
Right. You don't think so?
I was hoping that we could maybe be like, it's not really his baby, and then Issa and Lawrence can kind of like start over.
But you know what? I called it. Like before Condola came out and said she was pregnant, I was telling everybody, I was like, she's gonna be pregnant. I had called it. I was like, it was such, to be honest, it was predictable. It was one of those things that was predictable because I had called it like way. And everybody's like, you wildin', you tripping. I was like, I bet you she is going to be. I'm like, there's no way that they're just going to get back together and everything is going to be okay. That's not going to happen.
I knew the ball was going to drop, but I didn't. You better than me because I didn't catch that. She was actually pregnant though, which is one of the reasons why they wrote it into the show. So it kind of worked. I was like, oh, okay.
That is so funny because
that's why she had the baby, the real baby weight when because she had just actually had a baby.
So that's her baby. It's like she's using her baby.
No, that's not her baby.
Oh, she didn't use her baby.
She probably like, I ain't put my baby on this.
I would use my baby. Why not? It's a baby. Nobody actually looks at the baby.
That is true.
Unless your baby ugly, then.
But hey, some babies gotta come into their own. They gotta, they gotta work.
No, seriously, be like, you know what? My babies went through a phase. It was like at 2 months they weren't cute. Like they were cute when they were born. Then at 2 months it was like, you're a little funny looking. And then by 4 months they were back cute. I was like, what is that?
I think everybody had the phase, like the weird. It was like, it's we gotta shape it, mold it. You gotta get into these features, but most people come out on the other side.
On the other side,
yeah, most people come out on the. They make it. They make
like
it
on the up and up. Okay.
Yeah, most people be on the up and up, but I don't know if I would be curious to see my ex's baby.
I would.
However, I don't know if I could, especially since we were trying to make it work. Although he didn't cheat. Technically, he didn't cheat on her.
That's what sucks so bad about the whole situation, because he literally had broken up with Condola. Condola didn't even find out she was pregnant until they were already broken up. And that's why I go back to saying that in that episode, she was a little bit wrong, because this is not a situation where y'all would say you got pregnant while you guys were a couple. Like, I just feel like it was just so many layers to it. It's not a one-dimensional situation. It's not like, oh, we were happy, we were making a baby, and then all of a sudden you decide to go back with your ex. Like, no, this was like we were done. Then all of a sudden I found out I was pregnant, and you still did man up, even though that's gonna be hard to do. Like,
it took him a minute.
Hard. Like, that's hard. You know,
it is really hard to be with somebody you didn't expect to be with.
Exactly. And he really was finally happy to have Issa back. So that was like a really it's probably one of those confusing feelings for him too, emotionally, because it's like, dag, like, I love my son. I'm not mad I have my son, but dag, I lost the love of my life at the same time.
And he didn't want to have this moment with Condola. Like,
he wanted it with Issa.
Right. So I think we're going to see a blended family. I still think they're going to end up back together, because I'm hearing a lot of comments. I know you don't like Lauren, but I'm hearing a lot of comments.
I want them to get back together now for some reason. I just feel like it might be a good full circle. But not because I like Lawrence, but I do think it'll be full circle. I'm going to give you that one.
Because I just feel like it just...
Daniel not coming back.
I don't know. Somebody had... Because I think somebody asked Issa something about that, and she kind of like danced around.
You don't play with my heart like that.
She danced around it, so he might make an appearance. But I still think it's going to be Lawrence. I think in the end, it's going to be Lawrence, and they're going to have this blended family, because that's what the modern family looks like now. True. Most people, I forgot what they said. It's like a crazy number of people in their 30s that have children. I think it's like 70%. So you're not going to really find a lot of people that don't have children, because there's another boom happening. So I think we're going to see that kind of like play out.
Everyone definitely has kids and they drink.
Yeah.
That's the millennial way.
They go hand in hand. If you have kids,
you're not a millennial if you don't have a child and drink.
You probably drink because of the kids. I mean, it just
and student loans. Don't forget that.
And them students. Yeah, Sally Mae don't play.
We can't afford homes,
right?
We don't know if we want retirement.
Yeah, inflation is bad. Everything costs more. Student loans, and you can't even get rid of them. Like, I was like, fuck.
I know. Why did I go to college?
I think a lot of people be asking that because college is expensive, and I was like, this is an expensive ass piece of paper. I've never seen a more expensive ass piece of paper.
Never.
In my life.
I didn't pay for my diploma, but Morgan sent it to me.
Right? Oh, did they really? I'm shocked.
And it's like the real big one too. It's like so big. It was like it doesn't even fit like the regular diploma. I was like,
took somebody. They made a mistake. You took somebody.
Girl, that's another story for another time.
That's a blessing.
Morgan owed me for that. They knew I needed that.
Yeah, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. We're gonna say it's a blessing.
Why me my degree?
Yeah, but speaking of blessing, Molly's mom didn't die, because I thought mom might have kicked the bucket.
Some paralysis going on there. That doctor was awful. Can we just start there?
Yeah, let's start there. I'm malpractice
right
there. Like, I got that white doctor don't care black patient. I have
never experienced anything like that, and I was like, is this really for comedic relief, or
maybe like we don't need let's do a bump and then the drama. Like, let's work through this. I feel like we are seeing Molly evolve. She, in the beginning, the dude was spelling his name. That's all. Her name.
When I say I was screaming for Molly, I was screaming for Molly. Molly is my hero at this point.
Because I don't think she would have did this in the first couple seasons. We would have never seen Molly be this free. And so now we're starting to see a free Molly, but she's starting to be less self-absorbed, where she's understanding the other people around her in her life. And this made her
just as much as she needs them, just as much as they need her. You know, she's operated from this place of independence for so long that it's like really nice to see vulnerable Molly, who's like, dag, like, I mean, even when she went and laid on her mom, like that was a moment. Molly laying on her mom, you know what I mean? But it was such a sweet moment.
I don't think you're right. That's something that
with those
we
clothes
didn't
on.
see. We did. Yeah, I was like, I don't think that's something we wouldn't see it with from Molly. That very emotional, vulnerable Molly. And so
Yeah.
we are seeing her kind of like break out of this hard shell and really just be her. I think it also was a kind of a jarring moment for her when she realized that her mother is not telling her everything because she feels like she can't handle it, or I think his mom didn't tell her because she didn't want her to worry, and she knows that Molly has a lot going on. I don't think it's that she didn't think Molly could handle it.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's just like something that, a lot of old school folks do that too. Like they come from that era where they're like, if I didn't die, or I'm not about to die, we just not gonna tell anybody. And it's like, no, tell me. Like I need to know these things because look at the severity of this particular stroke. She may have some paralysis. So it's like, Mom, I need to be mentally and emotionally prepared that this could happen. So that's going to be really interesting. I've really, really loved seeing Molly's growth. I think we've seen more growth from her throughout the show than we have of Issa, personally.
Agreed. No, I agree that Molly has gone a lot further in what she's learning about herself than Issa. I don't know if the character of Issa can, because I think we would lose a lot of the humor in the parts of Issa D that we love.
Yeah.
If she evolved too much, but I think Molly
they did it with like the job thing. That's like how they did her evolution. Like, she was able to get the apartment. We've had some really like a lot of fun with Issa. Like, with the neighbor, there was the blood. I mean, we've had some really, really fun stuff.
He gotta bring him back.
Can I get that voucher? You know what I mean? Like we've had a lot of fun with her. So we have seen her evolve. I just think it's been a little bit more subtle because it's been like watching her like get her own place and like seeing her decorated and like leave her job and you know what I mean? So we've seen her evolve. I just think Molly's has just been a little bit more like pronounced because her character was so annoying.
Okay.
Or maybe so
like
anal.
Molly wasn't. Oh yeah, I think that's what it is.
I think that's what it is. So anal. You know what I mean? She was so anal in the beginning that
she wasn't as lovable.
Yeah, like you noticed it. That
right.
She's being like
right. It was like, oh, she's being human now. Okay, I got it.
Like we've all cursed out Molly a couple times.
But is she the trope of the strong black woman narrative that, the angry black woman, and then now we're really starting to see she's not really angry at all. Yeah. She's hurt. Yeah. She's guarded for a reason. And so I think that the way that they're playing this out, I think is really, really brilliant because she is that character or that narrative that so many black women get pushed into. And I think at the end of this, we did see that the love story, like they said in Wind Down, it was never the men. Yeah. It was always Issa and Molly.
Always. I've always said that. Always. And that moment when they hugged in that closet, like, was another reminder that it's always been about them. I love seeing them switch clothes. Like, it's hilarious because Molly looked hilarious because that's just not her. Right. But it was love. It was pure love, and that's why I love this episode so much. It was like I could care less about the Nathan Issa scenes, to be honest. But as a writer, I do understand that they're necessary. You need a little bit of fillers. You and I obviously analyzing the show, so we're gonna look at it a little bit more in depth than someone who's viewing the show. But for me, it's always been Issa and Molly. It's always been.
It has, and I think that's how it will end. So I don't think it matters who Issa ends up with as much as it matters about her and Molly coming back together and showing this sisterly love and the evolution and aging of a friendship, which is something they also talked about. Because that's true. When I look at it, I was like, yeah, the people that I was hanging with in my 20s are not the same types of people that you hang out with now. Like I might go to a club, but it's not my first choice.
Right. Once I turned like 22, I was like over the club. Like I've been like maybe a handful of times since I've been 22. Like, cause I got married at 23. So
yeah, you were a baby. Wow. Okay.
I know.
Yeah. I was young too. I don't know a lot of people who get married super young now. Most of the time they're older or they were married.
I don't think I would recommend it.
Me neither. I wouldn't recommend it either. I said that fast, quick, and hurry. I mean, I love you, but
we understand each other.
Right. You get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah, I do. I mean, I'm 32 now, so like, we're about to hit 10 years of marriage, and marriage.
Woo. Yeah, go marriage. Yay.
Yeah.
Go.
In my defense, y'all, my voice, I'm tired. That's why I don't sound excited.
It's fine. But I think we're finally coming full circle, though. I don't think it's gonna bounce around as much because, like we said last time, Lawrence and Issa had to eventually come back together. So we have to close that chapter or resolve the chapter because it kind of just left out in the breeze. So now I think we're not gonna have a lot of those. Okay, now she in the club. Now she back over here. I think the last 6 episodes. I think they said left 5, 6.
Is it 5? I think it's 10.
Might be 5.
It's 5 because it's 10 in total. So yeah, we're halfway there. Yes, I'm really hoping to get I just want this season to like be closed out in a way that will not make us hate the show. I don't think it will though. I don't think we're gonna hate the show. I think we're gonna love it. I think we're gonna be very happy and satisfied with the ending of it. I just have that feeling. We're gonna be happy.
You feel a wedding at the end? Maybe Molly.
Oh, Molly. Ooh.
Not Issa. Molly.
Ooh, I would love that. I really would. I just love this show. I think one of the things that I love about the show is that there is a character for every Black woman.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
You're like bougie.
Yes, we had Tiffany, who was the bougie. And I don't care if people get mad about her being AK, whatever. I know a lot of AKs act just like Tiffany, and that's okay. We still love
it. Own it.
Okay, own it. You know, we all have a Kelly. I have a Kelly.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We all have a
Issa.
A Molly. Which is my sister, my sister actually interviewed Yvonne Orji when she came to Bliss. Yeah, when she came to Bliss. It was really cool. But it's funny because she can have tendencies like Molly sometimes.
When was this?
2019.
So that wasn't even that long ago.
Nope. She came to Bliss, the all-girls school, and spoke to the girls.
That's so dope.
My sister was the English teacher there at the time. Yep. Podcast is pretty funny too.
I have not heard it.
It's funny. She's funny.
When I tell you her stand-up, I was not expecting that because I was expecting, and I know you shouldn't do this, I was expecting Molly. I was equating her to Molly, and that is not her. She is not Molly.
I can't believe, is she still a virgin? I don't know if we should discuss that.
Is she married?
Issa's married now. I don't know.
I think Yvonne is married too.
I hope she is. Oh,
and I don't think she's a virgin anymore.
I was like, what?
That shocked me. I was like, wow, it's people out there. Okay.
So special. You are so special. You are a special woman.
They're like, go team. Go virgin team. Yes, girls. If you're out there and you're it's no rush. Trust and believe. You'll enjoy it probably. I mean, they say some women don't.
Oh, I know some women that have had multiple partners and still cannot find a fulfilling partner.
Are you kidding me? You actually met somebody that just can't.
Yeah. Wow. We should do another podcast. Like we have so much stuff to discuss.
On their own?
Yeah. But you know what I realized? You know what? I realized that I think there's a blockage there. There has to be some sort of trauma.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like when there's certain situations, you're like, if there's a blockage, there's something deeper going on.
I agree.
Dang it, my dog is moving through the blinds.
It's okay. I agree with that. I agree. No, we gotta have another conversation because I've never. I know I've heard of it, but I've never actually met anybody who couldn't. So I would be like, okay, this is interesting. I was like, even through self-pleasure, you cannot.
So I asked that question, and it was that the response was that getting to that point made them feel dirty.
Oh yeah, that's definitely internal. That's mental. That's okay. There you go.
That's what I'm saying. It has to be.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Girl, dirty. No, girl, it's you. Like you, it's yours. You. Oh, it. Never mind. We gonna talk about that on.
I'm telling you, that'll be a bomb episode.
I'm gonna bring you back on millennials, and we're gonna have this conversation because millennials is a different platform altogether. Yeah, and I spoke to Samaya Burton, who owns Sexual Essentials, which I took a dick riding class from her.
What?
and a dick sucking class from her.
I don't really need a class on that, but I'll take it though, just for fun.
No, I will say that I mean, when I was in college, we'll talk about it on millennials. I'm gonna leave it alone.
Look, they're gonna be like, wait, well, when that show airing?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna leave it alone. And I will tell you about my college days on millennials.
I cannot wait.
Leave it alone.
Leave it alone.
But this episode was an episode. And I think that we're gonna see Lawrence next episode. If I was a writer, we have to really focus back on Lawrence because they've been gone for what, an episode or two. So he kind of got to catch up.
Like, you know what I mean? We felt like it was 2 episodes until we saw him at that last moment. But I think that was, now that I'm seeing it all in full circle, I think it was on purpose to kind of really set up like what was going on in her life prior to him coming back. So now he's back. He's back.
Pass out Condola.
Do you think he still lives in San Diego or San Francisco? I meant.
No, I think he came back.
I think he came back too. I'm ready.
I think he came back.
I think he came back too.
I just want to see not even just the reaction of Lawrence and Issa, but how does Condola and Issa react? Like, what does that reaction?
And is Condola feeling something for Lawrence? Is she hoping that maybe?
Are they back together? They are in there together.
And the way her body posture, she looked very relaxed. She looked happy, even.
A little bit. I think she was a little shocked.
Condola, did Condola look a little like comfortable, like in their routine? That's what I mean. Like she looked kind of happy a little bit. And
didn't Lawrence look like he had tears in his eye? Like I felt like he kind of like teared up.
That was what hit me. It's like when they looked at each other, I was like, oh, I know they both were feeling exactly this. It was like their heart. They were mirroring each other in that moment. Mm-hmm. They were feeling exactly the same things.
See, that's why they got to get back together. I said it in the beginning. They got to get back together. This is it. This is the full circle. I think we will have a wedding at the end of this. I don't know if it will be Molly. I don't know if it will be Issa or Kelly, but I think it will end with a wedding. That's my prediction. What's your prediction? Well, not for the next episode. Next episode, I think we're going to see Lawrence and Issa kind of rekindle.
I hope so. I'm looking forward to it because I was like,
well, we can't. It's episode 5, so it's gotta be some bouncing around before we get there.
I just want to see a conversation. That's all I want to see. I want a conversation.
I think we will get that next episode. So Nerra's prediction is we're gonna get the episode between Issa and Lawrence next episode. My prediction is that I think that we will get a conversation between Issa and Lawrence, but I think that there's something is going to happen that's going to push them apart before they come back together.
I don't think they're going to get back together yet. That would be too much like, right. And then she has to figure out what's going on with Nathan.
True. So she got to get rid of Nathan. Oh my God, get rid of Nathan. She got to get rid of Nathan. I don't know when, but she got to get rid of him.
And with the Crenshaw thing, is he going to pop back into the picture too?
We forgot about Crenshaw. We completely forgot about him. So maybe
because they keep dropping jewels with him, like the seeds of him, like whether it's through the phone, texting, somehow that dude is like in the show some kind of way.
Maybe a sex scene with Issa, with like you said, with Crenshaw, because she's due for a really hot sex scene.
I know. Molly having all the fun.
Yeah, Issa's due. So I think I got another prediction. She's gonna cheat on Nathan. Because remember, they were in the kitchen at the end, and he was like, he's sometime. He like, why you want to talk to him? The dude you cheated on? I think she's going to cheat on Nathan with Crenshaw. That's going to end, and she's going to end up back with Lawrence.
Dang. And that's crazy, because doesn't that remind you when she cheated on Lawrence with Daniel?
Mm-hmm.
Full circle.
Full circle. Full circle, and it's going to hurt. It's going to burn. I can't stand Nathan. I can't stand him. But I'm gonna leave that alone. Yep. But that's our predictions for next episode next week. That's what's gonna happen because this is already recorded, so I don't think the holiday will throw this off at all.
I hope not.
There will
I hate when they do that.
They do be having the mid-season
breaks. But I don't recall them saying it though.
They didn't, and Issa be going for, like I said, be years in between. I was like, you can't have no breaks, Issa. You already had
time. We do not have time. We do not have time.
We got to resolve this and get this done. It's got to end. We got to know. So I'm ready. You're ready. everybody listening is ready. So
I'm so mad I'm rooting for Lawrence. This is bullshit.
See, I told you. I pulled her in. I knew it. I was going to get his mind control.
It really is. And I feel like you Jedi mind tricked me.
I told you, I got you. See, I got her. See, we're all on the same page now, but we will be back again. You can find me at Millennials Anonymous. You got to put a Z on it because I'm cool like that. I'm black like that. And if you don't put a Z on it, you won't find me. It'll be somebody else that's in England. It is not me. So I just want you to know that.
I want to go to England.
Yeah, I do be liking Adele. You right.
I'm telling you, it's so much fun in London. They're really fun and they're very, yeah.
I've
cool.
never been. So okay.
You gotta ride the red bus. I mean, they're kind of cool.
That seemed like a long flight though. And I don't like planes.
8 hours. 8 hours.
That's a long flight. I'd be having a panic when I go to California.
Just take British Airways and you'll feel like you're being treated like royalty.
Okay. All right, I'll save you money.
They even feed you really good food,
but
and you can drink for free.
But I'm black. I gotta go to Africa first, right?
That is so true. But guess what? I'm 22% British. That was embarrassing when I found that out. I was like, "You stupid ancestry." I was like, "What?" My two biggest nationalities was Cameroonian and British. I was like, "What?"
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was like, "Okay, that makes sense why I love English lit so much." And all things British. My husband makes fun of me for it. Everyone does. My favorite book is Pride and Prejudice. I mean, you might as well just like laugh at me that book.
Okay.
I watch women, you know.
Yeah, no, mine. I'm pretty standard black.
I hate you so much right now.
Yeah, I'm pretty standard black. It's from Ghana. I got a lot of that.
Okay,
I had some Cameroon.
Nice kinship.
South.
Peru. I have a little bit of Nigerian.
Peru. Yeah.
I think it was like 16% Nigerian
and native. So, but most
girl, I had 2% Irish. I was like, you know what? Y'all playing with me now. Y'all playing.
I don't got none of that. Like that. Yeah, I don't got that. So I was like, she over there and she white.
I felt played.
she all white over there. I didn't even know. This
is not my DNA. This is my book preference.
She dark skin white. We still love you though. Oh, but how can they find you?
Oh yes, please follow me on IG at Nerra _Muhammad. That's Nerra _Muhammad. Or if you want the PG-13 version of me, I Call Her Queen. And you can check me out on icallherqueen.com. All things I Call Her Queen.
See,
that's it. See, simple.
That's how you trademark it. She not like me. She got that business savvy, so you put everything the same so you can trademark it.
Because I can't remember stuff. That's it.
I know. I feel
it's my memory.
I know. I don't be doing stuff right. But you know what I am going to do, right? I'm going to close this show out. So come back next week because we'll be here. Yeah. All right. Have a good holiday.
Oh, yeah. Enjoy some good turkey. As long as it's not dry.
Yeah, fry it.
Ooh. Make me
fried turkey. Yeah, fried turkey.
That's good. I'm coming over your house.
See? There you go. See, Jedi mind trick. We'll see y'all next week. Bye.
See you next week.